If you're a person who constantly strives to do your best and show up every day with some new learnings and improvements, you might have realized it already. Excellence is not the norm. Excellence is actually quite rare, and it's rare because it requires strong character. It requires to have the discipline to show up every day, do the work, and try to improve. It requires to have the courage to address when behaviors and actions and work are not at the highest standard of excellence possible. It requires some influence to get people around you to also start thinking and stepping into their own level of excellence. It requires some energy to keep believing that there is a lot of human potential, and that by just working day after day about it, you can become a better version of yourself and you can become excellent. That is difficult because a lot of people do not believe that. A lot of people will tell you, drop your expectations for others, they will never change. A lot of people will tell you, you have too high standards, you're too black and white in your thinking, you should be less difficult with yourself. You should not put the bar that high for yourself either. And it's very easy, even if you are an excellence-minded person initially, to get tired of it, to get discouraged by it, to just, feel very alone on this journey, on this quest towards doing better than the day before, doing better and showing more excellence and more belief in that humanity can be more excellent than what it is right now. You can be so surrounded by mediocrity that somehow you become mediocre yourself. It might be that, you stop doing the right thing, or you stop addressing problems when you see them. You have less courage, less energy to go and do all the work around influence and discipline. So it's very easy to lose excellence yourself if you're already an excellence-minded person. And this is a real pity because we need people like you. We need excellence people. We need people who have actually this vision that humanity can be so much better, and have the courage and the leadership to go out there and raise the bar and keep over, in this mindset that we can all do better. And I want to share with you today 3 ways where you can keep yourself on your highest level of excellence, where you can really anchor the excellence in you to make sure that you still go out there every day and you do the work. We need you. We need more people like you. So I really want you to step up as well. The first thing that is very important to be able to stay on your A game in terms of excellence is, first of all, associate your identity with excellence. So excellence is not just a skill. It's something that should be part of you. That should be a strength that you recognize in yourself. That's a character trait that is innate from you. A lot of the time, we get out there in the world, people are not as excellent as we are, and then we get discouraged. And discouragement means that we forget that this should be part of us as an identity. So I'm not a person who is going to settle for mediocrity. I'm an excellent person. I know I can do the work every day. I know I can learn something from it, and I know I want to do better tomorrow. This should be a thing that you should be saying to yourself constantly. You should be owning your level of excellence because there are a skill that we are missing in the world. So be proud of it, own it, recognize it for yourself, and always say, I'm an excellence-minded person. That's as simple as that. That should be a definition for you. And then find ways daily to align with that. That means asking yourself on a daily basis, okay, what is one thing today I can do where I'm going to show my excellence? What is one thing where I know I'm going to add value by using strong strengths that can actually be helpful for someone else? What is the one thing that you need to do every day to raise up to your own level of excellence? What is the discussion you need to have? What is the thing that you need to address that you have not done yet that actually would push you towards your excellence level? And also monitor alignments every day. So every day you should be thinking, okay, I said I was going to do this excellence thing today. Did I do it or not? Have I done it better? Okay, then tomorrow I'm going to do it differently. So make sure that you associate your identity with excellence. It is not just something that can be weathered and, whenever people around are not responding to it, doesn't really matter. It should be innate, it should be within you, it should be your identity. So be proud of it, be excellent. And you can do it every day, and just make sure every day that you keep yourself aligned with this identity to make it even stronger. The second thing that is very important is demanding high standards. Demanding doesn't mean that you are going to be very, very painful person to be around. There's someone very, very exigent. It's about making sure that you communicate regularly that your high standards are the way you are living life by. And that means that you need to keep yourself accountable to also live at this high standard yourself and also for others. And I would say there are 3 areas there where you always need to have high standards. If they are not high enough, raise them. If they're already high, try to raise them even higher. And these 3 areas for me that are very essential for anything you do in life. The first one is honesty. So you should demand from yourself and from others to always be honest, to say the truth, to correct whenever you are not 100% clear on what you wanted to say, Be very straightforward, call out whenever something was a lie or something was not a truth that actually benefits the rest of the world. So really strive for honesty. Second one, human respect. This should be a basis. You should have a high standards of humanity in you for excellence. If you don't have that, you're not excellent yet yourself. There is work to be done. And if other people are also not respecting other humans by, for instance, like gossiping or, just dismissing people or judging people fast on everything, make sure you are the one standing up there. Make sure you are the person who is correcting that. Make sure that you are the person reminding that we are all human, we are all imperfect. There is no point of judging each other. There is no point of doing all that. Just keep being respectful toward all humans, and that's going to raise the entire morality as well in the culture where you are. And also, second area to always demand high standard for yourself and for others is taking responsibility. And taking responsibility means taking responsibility for your mistake, taking responsibility for your communication, taking responsibility for your next actions. Sometimes it's also just taking ownership, so having the courage to say, okay, I'm going to start this thing. Pushing people to take responsibility for their life in general and yourself as well in all possible areas. This is very, very important to raise the game and raise the level of excellence around you and for yourself. So have these high standards for honesty, human respect, responsibility. And I just want to mention here, I'm talking about standards here. I'm not talking about expectations. Expectations mean it has to be perfect. It's a very, very fixed, narrow point where you need to reach to make sure that you are actually meeting that expectation. This will never happen. It's never going to be perfect. This is a very, very high target that you cannot reach, and is going to create a lot of frustration for yourself and for others. So make sure that instead you have standard. And standard is basically just what range of excellence do you expect? What will be tolerated behavior for you that you think are high standards and they are still honest, respectful toward humans and responsible, but without putting a high amount of pressure, without having so high expectation on how it should look like exactly. Just know where is your standards. And hold the space, basically, that's what it is. You are the person who has to hold the space for this high standard. You're the person who has to step up and demand them. And it might be tricky, it might create some conflict with others, but take it as an identity as well. Be the leader who is holding the space for others to step into their own excellence. And then the first thing, very important to support you there as well, is to obsess over being of service. This is very important. If you are an excellent person, you know that you have skills, you know that you have strength. It's your job to put them at the service of the world. It's your job to go put them out there to make a difference in whatever matters for you. And I really want you to get obsessed there. What is the mission you want to serve? Who are the people you want to serve? Who need you to show up? Who actually can you help? What are the superpower, the competence you have that you know if you start putting them out there and you really strive for excellence in these specific areas can make a massive difference in certain population or in a certain area or in a certain type of industry. And what are you also committed to role model there? What do you really want to role model as part of excellence? Is it to be the person who is always pushing over to think differently? Is it the person who is always encouraging people to find their own missions? Whatever it is, find where you can serve and put your all energy, your all excellent mindset at the service there. It's going to help you, obviously, find around you more people who are also excellent-minded. It's going to help you anchor this identity that you are an excellent person. And it's also going to help you raise your own high standards. So have a look at that, identity, high standard, and service, and really go for it. The world needs more excellent mindset people. The world needs you to step up now. And you will also see on this way, if you start doing that, you're going to find more people like you. You're going to find more people who are so excellence-minded. I can tell you, I've done it. I changed career where I was working in mediocre environments, and I switched towards coaching for high performance, which means that I'm working with people who are excellence-minded, and this has changed my life massively. And I'm very proud that I'm now able to interact with this type of people who are actually also helping me leveling up and go one step further. So go and do the work, be an excellent person, and if you don't find these people who can support you, you know where to find me.